All right, team, you got your plane all glued up, it's dry. We're ready for our next steps. So let's get started here. Hopefully you can see what I'm working on here. We got our X-Acto knives and we got our safety glasses. So, X-Acto knife. I'm going to start here by removing my masking tape. Now masking tape, if you pull nice and slow and gentle, right, it will come off and peel off nice and clean. All right, so I'm going to start, and we're going to carefully cut these out, and we're using the cardboard as our cutting board. So to get started, I'm going to start here on my fuselage. I'm going to cut on the outside. So I'm just going to come and make a nice clean cut. I'm just cutting through this top paper. I don't need to cut all the way through the cardboard. Any excess glue, right, I want to cut right next to the balsa wood, not into my balsa wood, but right next to my balsa wood, so that I have a nice clean cut. I already cut through that one. All right, and when everything's cut out, you can start lifting it up. You might have to go back in here and clean up some cuts. If you have, now hopefully you were paying attention and you didn't glue this all the way down this part, but if you did, you might have to cut that out. You know, you're gonna have to, you know, take your mistakes and work through them, which is an okay thing to do. So there, we got that out. So we're gonna see stuff come out nice and clean. Now it's gonna ask me on this tip, I'm gonna fold that over and glue that down. I'll wait to do that. I'm gonna cut everything out first. So this is all about slow and smooth. You're not trying, this is not a process to be rushed. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. You'll notice the glue, if you got a lot of glue in some points, that glue can be pretty difficult to cut through. Kind of went into my balsa wood there a little bit, but that's acceptable. We're gonna kind of over exaggerate that cut here. So I have that little corner tip to fold over. So I should have mine clear. I do just have this little bit right there. So there are my wings. Okay. And then last, I got my tail section here. Again, over exaggerate those cuts, leaving me enough to hang over the end. And I'm gonna have a little on your corners. If you're doing this right, you should have a little tag end that is overhanging your part like this. So do you see this corner here? I should have little corners overhanging. There's one, there's the other. So I should have 5 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Here's my surface here, and now we're ready to glue all these ends down. So I'm just gonna take just a tiny bit of wood glue. Again, as we've learned, a little bit goes a long way, okay? So I'm just gonna get like a dot, that's plenty. And then I'm gonna grab one of my spare sticks here. right? One of my pieces of scrap. I'm just going to dot that, just give enough just to glue it over on itself, kind of wrap everything around and let that hold tight. So I'll set that to dry. Corner number 2. And corner number 3. Hold those for a second, just let it kind of set up enough, set it to dry. Corner number 4. Fold that over. Hold that for a second. I'm going to glue up corner number 5 here. All right. There, corner number 4 is nice and locked in there. And corner number 5. All right. So once I'm at this point, I can let everything dry, and then I'll be ready to assemble my plane. But first I want to let these corners get dry before I assemble my plane. So that will be our next step. Bye.